I actually never used YouTube Live before, and I've had content on YouTube since 2008.
I've never had a YouTube.
Never made one video?
I mean, I've made a couple videos, but I've never posted on YouTube before you.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Well, today's adventures are exciting, because no one's watching yet.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get some more people.
No, in
on
40
here.
seconds, could you imagine?
Well, not in 40 seconds, but, you know, as we're going.
Hey, I'm just joking. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to give some time for everyone to get in the chat now. Get the notification. Get all in here. Get the group. Get the squad. Well, we just do our normal everyday van life tasks anyway. So, that's the point of being live. Seeing things that you wouldn't be able to see. I don't think I can even keep my phone like that. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
Pop sockets.
You've gotten me into these. Gotta do those dishes that I procrastinated on at some point.
Yeah, Mr. doesn't have a job. Decides to slack on home chores.
Unbelievable.
No, I actually worked at my job all day. And oh my gosh, my feet hurt. It was so busy. Restaurant is amazing though. Plug for my restaurant. Without even saying the name.
Yeah, right. It's only you can only go so far.
Yeah. I'm just watching, waiting for someone to log in.
That's what you're doing. Oh, I was checking my hairdo, seeing how long my hair has gotten. Look like an ape.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird when it starts to fall over your eyes. And I think there's like a hair in my glasses, and I pull it, and it's mine.
You know, my mom always told me, like, she would always see me with my hair in my eyes because I don't have, like, normal bangs. And she's like, how can you stand that? Get your hair out of your eyes. And I'm like, nope. It's fine. You get used to it.
Right. Makes sense. What we gotta do now is master cooking.
Oh, I didn't realize the kitty litter was back here.
Oh wait, we're getting pizza at some point, aren't we, instead? Oh, I don't even gotta cook.
I don't have to cook. I don't have to cook. No, I'm just kidding. You cook.
I could make a pancake.
Oh, but we've been having so many pancakes.
Yeah, but way to use everything up.
Yeah. I'm going to make a post on Facebook saying that we're live.
You should also pull up chats. So I don't think I can pull up the chat room while we're sitting here.
Like the comments?
Yeah.
Okay. Subscriptions?
Or can I?
Top chat, so many. All messages are visible.
The more you know. Working on this chat stuff.
Yeah.
Live from the van. Alright, yeah, it seems pretty simple. Not bad.
One view.
Two
it's
people.
Me. Oh!
That's right. We're the only other person. That's because we're cool.
No, there's one other person other than me.
Alright, now what we need to do
Okay, I'm getting off of that.
is figure out, pause this so there's not just forever echoing, and figure out this group chat.
I think it's just live chat.
Yeah,
I
there
have to
it is.
create a channel. Whatever. Sure. I'm never going to use YouTube on my actual phone.
She says YouTube channel, spam channel. Boom. And that's how 1 million channels are created a year.
Oh, that's what I should do. I should just create 1 million.
Oh my god. That seems like it would take forever. I feel like it'd be cheaper to just buy your thing, your views and stuff at that point.
Okay, I'm going. Hello.
I would never create the accounts myself. Let's go! Alright,
Okay.
we figured it out.
Yeah, we've got. Oh. We went back to 0.
It's okay, because the thing is, even if someone doesn't watch it right now, this goes up to our channel.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
then it's a video all on its own. So it's not really necessarily about the views that we're getting right now. It's more or
No.
less showing you guys what we do live in the van every day.
I'm sorry, but I want to kind of talk about like how we got into van life, what we've kind of learned along the way, because this first month has gone exactly yet nothing like we thought it would. What'd you say?
Yeah. Everything constantly changes. And it's not just like living changes or like jobs changing. It's more like so many things change that it's hard to do, like have a routine. And yet somehow we still have a routine. There's like certain things that we still do every day.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That, and you watch so many videos, or at least we did, about the good and the bad things of van life. So we went in knowing, okay, there's going to be car troubles. There's going to be nights where we don't get the best of sleep because it's a little noisy and
or
whatnot.
Cold or
that.
Too hot.
Mm-hmm.
We never had any AC modifications in this van, so heat is still an issue. It can get too hot pretty freaking easy. So. Mm-hmm.
And then the cold, we had planned for the cold. We had built this van with every intention of living in the cold. And then when we got into the cold, we just realized how cold it was.
Yeah, we got severe cold though, like below 0. And boom, frozen. Everything was frozen. Even our heat didn't work. We had the little buddy, well, you still have it, little buddy, Mr. Buddy heater. And
we're just with that, it's too much moisture. It's not very even heating. I'm not sure how well a diesel would work. A diesel heater.
Like the dry heaters?
Yeah. That would definitely cut down on moisture. But right now with the buddy heater, I don't know if it's just, physics. But at the top of our van, it's hot. In the middle, it's nice. And then at the floor, it's frozen. So we're just lucky our bed is at the level where, it's not too bad.
Yeah, when it's too cold. Yeah. But we haven't, honestly, since we've been in Phoenix, we haven't had to use our heater at all.
No. We have, but
only
it was
for enjoyment.
Yeah. It was honestly just to spoil ourselves a little bit.
More or less. That we definitely didn't need it. Tonight's agenda for food is going to be pizzas. No, a pizza, because we don't eat 2 pizzas. Oh my god. It's gonna be pizzas with pineapple. Your chat just came back up for some reason. That's weird. But yeah, pizza with pineapple, and most people hate that. I think that's weird. But
pineapple goes on pizza.
It does.
It's
with
sweet
Canadian bacon, which is
and salty.
Ham. Great composition.
I agree.
What things you talk about? What else can we share about the van life so far? Fixes wise, honestly, my build has been holding up. I know people are very curious as to. I built this by my bare hands with my dad, and it's been holding up pretty damn well.
Few things we've noticed though is, what are they called? Broad nails?
Yeah, broad nails.
They don't work too well in high trafficked areas. We have a couple pieces of trim that have popped off because we just frequent the area. We're constantly in and out and around the area, that the broad nails just didn't quite hold it. But everywhere else that we don't really touch, we're not constantly moving and hitting it.
Trim on the cabinets we don't really bump too much, but like the trim on the doors when we come in, we kind of bump a lot, and that rips off. So the broad nails were kind of a no-go, especially also for things like that would get hit when we're moving. We would always pull off the broad nails and the whole panel would break off. So I just put a bunch of screws in and change the broad nail effect because broad nails were just not holding as well. But aside from the small minor broad nail, I'd say that honestly it hasn't had too many issues. I'm trying to think of other things that have went wrong. I guess we should have sanded our trim on the bottom too. Our bottom trim.
Yeah, oh my gosh, paint does not... Anything you want to paint, sand down before, because if there's paint on top and you try to paint
Over the paint, it's not going to work. It's just going to be able to be wiped off as a second layer. If you try to put a different color's paint onto it, a different original existing coat of paint, it doesn't stick. So we got to sand it all down. And we had to do that for some other things in our van, but I just hope that we bought our trims painted right from the store. So I was like, man, I am not sanding this. It should stick, should be just fine. But no, it peels off like it's a sticker. And we have to now go back and resand and repaint all that. But no big deal. It'll just give us something to do on a Sunday when we're in the middle of nowhere doing nothing.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Just those little house things that you got to tidy up and fix. We actually organize this van probably like 6 times a day. Like, we're constantly nitpicking everything around here.
Part of our routine is wake up, reorganize the van because we've just kind of thrown everything around by the end of the day.
By the end of the day, everything just is like, clothes are off, Ahab stuff's all over.
We're tired, we just want to sleep.
They just get to the bed, so we try to clean up in the morning once everything's kind of just all over and you can see it, but the van dirties up fast.
The van looks awesome. But thank you so much.
Dang, we got to show you the rest of the van.
Let's give you a quick overview of the van because if you haven't watched our other videos, you may not know.
We're at the whole little kitchenette table right now. I set it up just for this live stream because honestly, it is a pain to set up. So we only use it when we're editing videos or we are doing just random office-y things. Where's the kitty? Well, the kitty is in the front. I'll grab him. Or actually, let's see if we can just see him. He's probably in his natural habitat. Why disturb him, you know? This is his home, too. We don't want to just abrupt his day. Alright, we got Locke. Hey, Hubbers. He is just sitting here on the front seat. A Clab is on the front. He's more of a watchdog cat. I don't know if you guys have heard of those, rare breed, but pretty intimidating if you ask me. If I was an intruder, I'd second guess a 3-legged cat.
Thank you. I don't honestly going with Ahab. I don't know what honestly. He's been such a blessing.
Yeah, he's a funny cat. Today I was watching a movie on Hulu, and he came over and just laid on my phone as I'm watching the movie, and refused to let me watch the movie until I pet him. So he's a different guy.
Having a pet in the van, it's kind of hard because they need their space, just like we need our space. And
I feel like the lighting right here isn't as good as when the lighting was like over there.
Yeah, that's true. Here.
Look at how bright that is. Oh!
Here, bring that light over here.
Oh yeah, see all these lights move because it's van life. Everything has to be versatile.
Yes. But as I was saying with... Holy crap, that is very bright.
See what I'm saying?
As I was saying with having an animal in the van, it's hard. They take up space, obviously. With a cat, you have their kitty litter, their food, their water. With a dog, you just have that they're bigger than a cat usually, and their food and water. But I wouldn't change it. I would definitely love always having an animal. They just kind of help fill up the downtime you have, and
they get a lot more attention than I feel like a typical household animal would too, because you're chilling in such a small space that you kind of just force yourself to play with the cat all the time. So he gets a lot of free time and a lot of love.
I think he'd like to get out and about a little more. I've been wanting to save up to get a backpack for him so we can take him on hikes. Because, 3 legs, he can't walk.
Not very far anyway.
Yeah.
He can walk pretty far for like 50 yards. 100 yards.
Actually, no, he doesn't walk. He doesn't walk. He runs.
He runs.
he scoots, and it's just 100 miles per hour all the time. You let him out and he bolts. Fun story. Fun story about when we were in Colorado. I don't know if we talked about this before.
I don't think so. Not in
No,
any
okay.
videos. We're over here reading the chat too.
Yeah. But we were in Colorado, and one of our first stops was Cheyenne Mountain. And so we're getting all set up, we're enjoying the view, we have the doors open, and Ahab decides to come join us. Well, that's not too bad. Till he starts walking towards the cliff and starts running down the side of the mountain. So he goes flying after him, bounding down the mountain. I start kind of running after him too. And he yells out, "You go any farther, you're bear food."
Because there was a cliff. Yeah. I was not willing to jump off the cliff for my cat. I just wasn't. I just knew that if he went any farther, that was on him. He was making the decision. I ran as far as I could to get him down this mountain. And mind you, this is like, she didn't even make it dramatic. This is dramatic, all right? This is 50, 100 feet jump, and I'm just leaping down there in a matter of seconds to save this cat from jumping off the cliff. And just at the edge, the cat stops because it realizes, like, oh no, I'm gonna die. And then it starts to run back up the hill because it knew. So it starts to try to come back up to me. But then realizes that the incline is so steep that it can't actually make it. So he just starts sliding off the cliff. Then he really starts panicking. He starts meowing. He's terrified for what's going to happen. I knew it. I was like, man, if you go any farther, that's it. I grabbed him and we tossed him up.
Yeah, he couldn't even
I couldn't even carry him up.
So he had to literally toss the cat, like, I don't know,
all
probably 5 feet up the mountain at least.
So that way he can walk back up the rest. It was pretty insane. And it was a matter of, I was making mac and cheese. Mm-hmm. I was looking around at the view. Not even expecting to just go bolting down this mountain in a matter of a second. Just threw everything, ran down there, started charging after this cat, trying to save its life. He has never run away again after that. Today, I took off his collar.
Okay, no, that's not true.
He came right to the door. He was like, all right, I'm ready to go inside, Yeti. Ready to sit on the ground.
I say that's not true because we've been in a Walmart parking lot before, and we've left the doors open, and he started walking away. So I'm like, come back here. He doesn't. I start chasing him, and he starts running this way, doubles back, runs this way, and he's a fast little fucker for 3 legs. Sorry. I should probably be careful of my swearing.
He's fast. He scoots. Yeah. And everywhere he goes is at 100 miles an hour. He tries never to walk unless he's skeptical. Like, sometimes when we go to parks, he'll slowly just creep out of the van and start to look around like, I don't know. If he gets a feel for it. Because I think he doesn't understand the concept that every day our home changes. So he just knows the van right now. And I think that's important that he just knows that. But I definitely hope that he never goes past my limits of seeing him, because he could be gone.
Yeah. We try not to let him out without a harness. So
yeah,
but
take him on walks.
Our bathroom situation.
Oh man, we knew this was gonna come up on a live stream immediately. We actually have a pretty good system here that we plan out. So a mixture between work. We use work facilities wherever we're working in the different towns that we're in, or we use public restrooms like gas stations and rest areas that you could sleep in, Walmarts or anything like that. Or we have a luggable loo, which is essentially a bucket, and that's for if we're like off the grid with no power, any kind of bathrooms in the area, and we just use that and dispose of our waste properly every time that we use that one. So it's a pretty good system so far. Honestly,
it's not the best.
It's not the best, but is it functional? Yes.
Yeah. I guess something we should kind of explain is how and why we got into van life, because I might explain like some of the decisions that we've made. So I don't know. I guess I'll kind of start it off. Um, we got into van life in Wisconsin in the winter, so it was kind of. Actually, that's not where I kind of want to start. 2020, has been a really hard year, and a lot of people have been through financial struggles, including us. For me personally, I had. How you like the sunny? We love the sunny weather. Oh my gosh, we are so happy to be out of the snow.
Yeah, never gonna be in the cold ever again.
Fuck no. But this COVID had. I had just finished up an internship and was looking for a new job. Was in the process of looking for a new job when COVID hit. So it just kind of threw me through a loop where I was having a hard time finding a job that was paying me enough. And every month I was losing money to just stay in an apartment. And I don't know, that's kind of where you were at too, right?
Yeah, when we started to move out together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got an apartment because I was couch surfing, and I had just finished living in Colorado, and I was staying originally with my mom for a little bit. Then I went and stayed with some friends, and then I met you. We moved out, and then we lived in our apartment for like 6 months, and we were trying to figure out ways that we could leave the state.
We didn't want to be in Wisconsin. Every day we were staying in Wisconsin, we were just miserable, losing more money. And it was getting to be really hard. So he brought up van life. I, at first, was like, no, wait, I'm not living in a van. And now I shit in a bucket.
That's actually a pretty good way to put it. Yeah, because she's willing to do pretty much anything now in this van. It's pretty crazy how far you've come from that, in opinion.
Yeah.
But I actually just saw somebody's comment. I think it was Eli. Eli, thanks for stopping in for the live stream here. I said, when are you coming back to the Bay? As in Wisconsin, Green Bay? Man, it will be a long time. Since I just left, probably like, what was it? Probably a month and a half ago, I feel like.
Month.
We've been here for maybe a month now. I don't think that I'm going to come back to the Bay for at least around another year, so give it some time for everybody there to actually miss Yeti. And once Yeti's gets missed, he'll come back to his home and visit his family and everything like that. But I don't think I'll ever live in the Bay ever again. Ever. No. Ever again.
We don't think we'll ever live in Wisconsin again.
It's cold and nothing to throw. I mean, some people can live there and some people can't. I've seen a lot of places, and that's not my first decision. Doesn't mean that it's not good for its own things. I think every place has these certain places that you're just like, wow, this is a beautiful place to live. And
like, don't get us wrong, Wisconsin is beautiful in the summer with all the lakes. In the winter, it sucks unless you like skiing, snowboarding, and stuff.
Yeah. Or like snowmobiling and stuff like that, like winter sports, I'd say. Oh, I actually didn't tell you today. So we had lemons from my boss that he gave me a bunch of lemons, and because he had a lemon tree in his back of his house, and he gave us a bunch of lemons to make lemonade. Well, I was at this park today with our cat Ahab, and I put a bunch of the lemons that were extra from our lemonade that we didn't need, and I put them in a Walmart bag and walked them over to the van lifers. And they had a ProMaster van with solar power. It was completely done up. It was super, super nice. Very high end. It's just like living in our van, you always have, I idolize bigger vans. And I feel like people in smaller vans idolize my van. It's just kind of the way van life works, you know? You just have goals that you work to. But I walked over there and I gave them, they had their door. It was a sliding door, and it was kind of just propped open. Mm-hmm. So you could see that it was open, but it wasn't open. Like, I couldn't see into the van. Mm-hmm. And I was like, knock, knock. And they're like, hello? And I was like, knock, knock. And they're just like, oh. And they opened the door, and I was like, I have a bunch of lemons extra. And I just wanted to give you guys some lemons because I see that you guys live in your van. I live in my van. I figured that'd be cool. And they were, like, super happy, and they were just two hippie people that were really, really nice. And one guy says, I gotta give you something for these. And I was like, no, I don't want anything for the lemons, man. They're free to me, they're free to you. And he was like, no, I'm gonna give you something. He's like, I play frisbee golf, like disc golf,
Yeah.
for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I got a bunch of discs. I get them all the time. He's like, here, you could have this disc, and he gives me this disc. And I'll show you this disc. And he says this disc can go for like anything for disc golf. He's like, any kind of disc that you need for anything to start, this is the disc to use. And he's like,
It's pretty cool.
thanks for the lemons, man. So if you are on the odd chance ever going to watch this live stream, other van lifer of Arizona, thanks for the disc, man. Hell yeah, just for some lemons. That's the kind of cool crap you get to run into living in a van. You just get to be nice to people and see the cool, nice things they want to do back. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, what were some comments?
Yeah. What state are you going to next? We're actually thinking go back to Colorado when it's warmer.
And if we can ever become digital nomads where we're on our channel full time, we will probably go to California and like New York, Texas again. Because I used to actually live in Texas, and Florida. I've been to Florida a bunch of times, so we could probably go back down to there. We have some goals. We definitely want to hit a lot of places in the United States for a while. But once we feel that we've traveled enough of the United States, we want to honestly just try to hit different countries, because I've never even expanded my knowledge of thinking of going to other countries. And you've actually been to some other countries.
Mm-hmm.
How many countries have you been to already?
I have been to 2 countries. I've been to the Bahamas and Germany.
Okay. And how long were you at each place?
The Bahamas, I was there for only a few days. We took a cruise down there, my family and I. First day was super nice. I got burned to a crisp. And then the next 2 days were kind of gray and chilly. And then Germany, I was there for an entire week. My brother is stationed over there in the army. And so we got to go see Berlin, Nuremberg.
Yep.
It was like 4
Germany.
years ago.
Germany's pretty cool, though. That would be a place I definitely would be willing to go check out. What do we see here?
We got to do some beer bongs.
Beer bongs, yeah, always. What the heck? FSU wouldn't be FSU without beer bongs. Every day of the week. I like the group chat when it gets live like that. Oh, shit. We're talking about real stuff over here. Nah. Actually, though, I find myself talking about my van more than I find myself talking about any other conversation. It's just always my van, and my van is my life. I love talking about this van. I love talking about people. As soon as you see, well, this is how he tells you. As soon as people see you living in their van, they want to tell you every place they've been and every place that we should check out, which is really cool. Welcome to living on your knees, everyone. Van life truth. My knees are shot. What's up, little man? Look, he just comes running in here and instantly makes an appearance. You want to be on the live stream? Heard we were talking about you. We weren't even talking smack, man. Alright. Now that Ahab is taken care of.
Let's see. I guess I never finished the little story about how we got into it. We were just kind of losing money. So we decided that before we lost all of our money, we'd put it into something where we don't have to worry about rent anymore. He sold his, you know more about your bike. It was a Kawasaki. That's
nope.
Nope, Suzuki.
Wrong.
I
Suzuki
fixed
stickers
it.
everywhere. How are you gonna say Kawasaki? Ah! My chest! No. I sold my 2008 GSXR 600 in return to build this van and do what we were doing and pursuing. I also had to pay off some tickets in Wisconsin before I could leave Wisconsin. So now that those are all done and paid off, I'm on the road again.
Yeah. So it was something that we wanted to do, but it was also something we kind of got pushed into. So.
Like, I think we would have did van life regardless of our financial state, but it would have just been in something maybe more large, as if like RV or something just bigger that we would have been more planned with a big fat budget.
Yeah.
But when we were just losing so much money that we were thinking, man, is it even worth having an apartment right now when I can't go and do anything because all I can do is fuel this apartment? Like, we hated it. We couldn't go out to eat. I couldn't take you out to do anything. We could never go on dates. It just kind of sucked. I felt like being broke
Yeah.
wasn't the life, and the way to make money count more was this.
Mm-hmm. So, hope we're looking to keep on updating Big Rhonda.
Yeah, that's the van's name is Rhonda. Big Rhonda. She is a beast. And speak of Big Rhonda's beastiness, today I almost got smashed because there are hundreds of cars in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's like driving in Los Angeles and or Chicago, Illinois. It's nuts. It's just nuts always 24/7.
Plus, we're in Scottsdale area, and there's the Phoenix Open for golf, and it's huge. It's like the biggest thing ever.
Scottsdale, if you guys don't know about Phoenix, good area to park in.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty large, and it's away from downtown Phoenix, which is super busy all the time and more ghetto, and not really want to have your vehicle unattended there.
Yeah, we found Scottsdale is like the really nice place. You got the nice stores.
Nicer stores, nicer quality houses, just nicer neighborhoods that you're just like, yeah, I could leave my van for an hour and it should be okay. But I think that as a 30-minute vlog / live stream, we crushed it today. I think that our first live stream was a super good success. I wanted to just get on and talk to you guys about living in a van and rant to you guys about some stuff that we could ramble on.
Yeah.
And maybe try to do this once a week or once a month or twice a month, every other week. Comment below what you guys want to see.
Yeah, what do you want to see? What do you want to know?
Yeah.
You know, we're just trying to, and if you've enjoyed watching, whether it's live right now or if you're seeing this later, and you enjoyed it, you had fun with us, make sure to like, comment, follow us.
Watch our next one.
Yeah.
Watched a couple of the vlogs to see if you guys like those.
For sure.
We put a lot of time into our videos because we don't have internet, we don't have power. I go most of the day without electricity, so in a modern world, it's pretty weird and pretty difficult. So take that into account when watching our videos and everything, and kind of go from there.
Yeah. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok as well. Same at the Adventures Yeti and MJ. You'll just kind of get more pictures. Like Instagram is more just the pictures, the scenery. And TikTok is just kind of the little bit everyday things that we find that we just are in love with.
True story.
All right. Thanks, guys.
See you next time.